Welcome to this video, which is the part 2 talking about KD Spy. In case you're new here, in the last video I talked about the features of KD Spy. I talked about its lifetime access going for $69. Talked about KD Spy being an extension rather than a software like Publisher Rocket. I talked about the ability to use KD Spy on multiple browsers. You can use KD Spy on your phone and on your PC at the same time. But it has a limit. If you misuse it, I'm sure they're going to terminate your access to the tool. It can work on Windows system, Mac system, and Android system. KD Spy gives around 20 research data. Talking about the keywords, the pricing, the BSR, and so on, which you can make your own research from. Talking about the speed of KD Spy is relative to your device. If your system is fast and your network is strong, that's your data connection is strong, you're going to have a smoother use of KD Spy. If your system is slow or whatever factors happens, the speed is going to be relatively slow. It works with how your browser and your device is functioning. I also showed how to install KD Spy, how to get it and install it on your browser, and also how to turn it on in incognito mode. All of that was done. In case you have not watched the last video where I compared KD Spy and Publisher Rocket, I'll be dropping the link below this video. So just click on the link when you are done watching this, then you watch how to get KD Spy, how to get Publisher Rocket, and also how to use Publisher Rocket. In that video I explained how you can make use of Publisher Rocket and how you can use it to create research data. The video is getting too long, around 1 hour plus, if you can see it here, and I had to cut it to create a part 2. So this part 2, we're talking solely about KD Spy, So click the link at the bottom of this video where I titled, and you will see how you can watch the other video that will tell you how you can use Publisher Rocket, how you can get KD Spy, and how you can install it on your browser. Please, before we get started, do well to like this video. If you are new here, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also turn on the notification bell so you can get more valuable videos like this delivered to your notification box when I upload them. Getting started, the first thing you have to do is go to your browser. If you are using a Windows browser, and press Ctrl+Shift+N. Press the equivalent on a Mac OS browser. I don't use Mac system, so I don't know it. I think it's Command something, but for Windows browser it's Ctrl+Shift+N. Now when you press Ctrl+Shift+N, it's going to open what's called a new incognito tab. Now what's an incognito tab? It's a private browser, private and browsing experience. I explained this in the last video. It's a kind of way of browsing the internet without releasing your data, without allowing sites to access your data. So this thing helps in KD because it can help our research on Amazon to be pure and not be of bias. When I mean bias is that if you go to Amazon as a Nigerian and you're browsing, what you see there is different from somebody that's browsing from America. And also, aside that, what you have browsed before, your browsing history, what you have been browsing on Amazon before, always affects your current browsing. Let's say you have been searching on books about making money. If you come next time, Amazon tries their best to provide you with similar books. They tailor your experience to get books that are similar to what you have been searching for or buying before, because they know you have the high chance of buying those books they're recommending. So opening an incognito tab helps you to browse irrespective of that. They can't connect your experience to your previous experience, and you can have a fresh research. This helps a lot in KDP. So I'll be pressing that on my system, Ctrl+Shift+N. Now open the new incognito tab. This is a new incognito tab. And when you come here, you can simply just go to Amazon website by searching amazon.com, or you come to the KD Spy extension. You will see it here. If you have pinned it, if you have not pinned it, you just have to click on the extension box and you look for it, KD Spy. Now mine is showing because I allowed it in incognito tab. Remember I said if you don't allow it in incognito tab, it's not going to appear here. So let me just show how you can allow it in incognito tab to avoid confusions for those who don't know how to do that. So you have to come to your normal browsing tab, open a new window, a new browser window, then come to extensions. You can click on the 3 dots here, then click on more tools, then click on extensions, and you're going to see all the extensions in your browser that you have downloaded on your browser. So here we have our KD Spy. Just click on details, then scroll down, and you will see allow in incognito. So just tick that, make it on, allow incognito. Once you do that, you will see your extension in your incognito tab. Any extension you don't do this to, it's not going to appear on your incognito window. And remember, you have to come back to the normal window to do this. You can't do this in incognito window. Now once that's done, let's go back to our incognito tab. That's our private browser. Now you can search either by searching amazon.com or just click on the KD Spy extension. When you click on it, it's going to take you straight to the Amazon bestseller Kindle store tab. Amazon bestseller Kindle store tab. So this is going to take you to the bestseller books in non-fiction. The bestseller books in non-fiction. Automatically, that's where it just takes you to. When you come here, now, except you search something, KD Spy won't pull any data. KD Spy won't pull any data. So when you just come here, you cannot yourself see KD Spy's work. You just bring it to the browser and wait for you to first of all give it its search command. But before you do that, you have to change your address. You can see Amazon asks us to change our address or not. Now I am in Nigeria, I live in Nigeria, but I want to sell my books to the market in US. That means I have to make my browsing experience to be like someone from US so that I can see things that people in US buy and also make research based on that. So I'm going to click on change address. Then put any zip code from US. We have 90001, 10001, 85001. These are different. You can just search Google and type US zip code and just give you a lot of them. Just copy now. But I majorly use 90001. I think it's around New York or Los Angeles. Then click on apply. Once you click on apply, it's going to do all of these and continue. And our address has been changed to Los Angeles, as you can see, Los Angeles. And once you're done, you can just refresh the browser or not, but I normally refresh after I've changed my location. So once you refresh the browser, now you search for something. Let's say you're making a book on our last research, we did a research on travel guide to I think Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just search something like that. Travel guide to Mexico. Yes. So once you search this, once you search travel guide to Mexico and allow it to load. Now once the page loads, you can now click on your KD Spy extension up here. Once you click on it, it's going to load and read the data on this first page. It's going to load and read the data on this first page. Remember I said the speed of KD Spy is related to your device and your network strength. If your browser connection is strong and your system is fast, it's going to show you faster. If yours is slow, you have to just be patient, but in the end it will work for you. So when you come here, you're going to be patient for allow everything to load. So before everything loads, let me just explain some of the basic things you should get used to. Now first, it lists all the books that are available in the section. It lists all the books that are available in the section. You can see it's listing them. So in the first page of this keyword, when you search travel guide to Mexico, these are the books you will see. People's Guide to Mexico. Now books that are not on ads, please. Books that are not on ads. The books that are organically there, they are not running ads on this book. Those are the books it shows you. It only show you results of books on ads. So now these are all the books there, the first 20. If you want to add more books, you can click on pull down here. You can click on pull results 21 to 40. When you click on that, it's going to add more results to your browsing, to your tab. Add more results to your results tab. But I'm working on just the first 10 books. Normally I tell people, if you want to do research, your research should be with the first 10 books. Those are the books you want to overtake. Those are the books you want to dominate. Those are the books you want to beat in competition. You're not competing somebody that is ranking 40 in a niche, on a keyword. You're not competing somebody that's ranking 50. You don't want to become number 51 or number 49. No, you are competing people that are in the first 10. You want to become number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at most. So that's a major concern. So I'm not going to be using the pool result, but I've told you the use. When you click, it's going to show you more books in the category. Now after that, when you see you have the Kindle and the books. Kindle and the books. If you are doing your research for books, now books are paperback and hardcovers. Kindle is the ebook version. You can just toggle in between these tabs. Anyone you click is going to show you the results for that. Anyone you click is going to show you results for that. So that's how you can use these two parts. That's how you can use these two parts. Now, how do we pull data from this? How do we read the data and make our decisions? How do we do all of that? The first thing I normally do is when I search a keyword, I come down here and I check these three terms: popularity, potential, and competition. They are assigned colors, just like the one we see on KDP Publisher Rocket. The one we see on Publisher Rocket. They are assigned colors, with green being the best, yellow being moderate, and red being bad. When you see red, that means something, that thing is bad. So for KD Spy popularity, when you see red, it shows you that the keyword is not popular. If you see green, the keyword is popular at the time you are searching. When you see red, it's not popular. If you see green, it's popular. And if you see yellow, it's moderate. The search is moderate. Now when it comes to potential, it starts showing you the revenue potential. That is this keyword having the potential to generate high income revenue? Are the books in this keyword generating high income revenue? When you see that, I'm going to tell you red means that it's not generating, it's generating low revenue. Green means it's generating high revenue. Yellow, moderate revenue. Then competition. When you see green, competition is very low and it's good for you to start. When you see yellow, competition is healthy, like moderate. They cannot tell if it's bad or if it's good. Then when you see red, competition is very, very fierce. It has a high competition in that niche, and staying there is going to like be a very tough battle. You have to fight very well because competition is very, very competitive. Now if you look at this, you can see that red here, popularity, the keyword is unpopular. Potential, the keyword doesn't have potential. Competition, it has moderate competition. Automatically this tool just tells you that the keyword you searched is not that profitable. It's not profitable. That's the general thing I can just say. It's not profitable. Normally I use both KD Spy and Publisher Rocket hand in hand. I compare their data, and most of the time, I can't say 100%, but most of the time their data are equal. What they tell you about a keyword, about a niche, is similar. I use the two side by side. So for this, you can see that this keyword, I can always see the total monthly revenue, $1,653. The total monthly revenue of all the books, the first 20 books listed here. If I add more books, if I add pull results, if I pull my results by clicking here to 40, it's going to change the revenue. The revenue is going to change, and also the when the revenue change, popularity will change, everything will change because you have added more books to your research data. But I like working with the first 10, but here you can only pull 1 to 20, you can't pull 10, you can pull in 20s. That's 20, 40, 60, 80. So I work with the first 20 to know the popularity of the niche. So you can see that with this keyword is not good to go, but I'm just using this to analyze, to explain to you how to read data. So what you just have to do is you either niche down, you can niche down, or you change the keyword. So let's just continue, then I'll show you how we can niche down. We should niche down and get more keywords that can be profitable depending on our book. So once you're done, you can now see the total monthly revenue. That's the revenue of every book listed here. Total monthly revenue. So now we can look at all that by coming in. You can see that the first book, People's Guide to Mexico, the length, you can see length 768. The price, that's the length, talks about the pages of the book, if I'm not mistaken, the pages of the book. Now price 3.99. this for the Kindle. When you click on this, I think it's going to take you to the other one here. So price 3.99. estimated monthly sales, you can see that this for the Kindle part, the monthly sales now reduced to 28. That means in this niche, people don't buy what's it called, people don't buy the Kindle versions, they buy paperbacks more. That's for travel guides to Mexico, they buy paperbacks more. So let's go back to books, since that's what to be what people want. People want books, that's paperback hardcovers. They don't want Kindle versions for their travel guides. Like I said, the price is 3.99 for this first book. Sorry I digressed, I had to just see that so that I won't forget. Now on the second book, the Gringo Guide Moving to Mexico, $19.9919, and so on and so forth. You can see all the prices of the books. Now estimated monthly sales of each of this book: 20 sales a month, 2 sales, 1 sales, 12, 17, 3. This shows you estimated sales they make a month. Estimated monthly revenue, that's in dollars. How much do they make? $80 a month, $40, $32. You can notice that this first book makes 20 sales on an average a month estimation, while this makes 17, lesser than this makes 19, 17, this makes 12 sales, lesser than the first one, 20 sales. But when it comes to the revenue, this number 5 makes more money than the person in number 1, and this is the price. Person at number 1 is listing at a very low price, so no matter how, he needs to sell more to make more money. But somebody at number 5 here is making $204 on an average estimation in a month, selling lower copies than the person at number 1. So you can see that your pricing also determines your earning potential. Now when you come in, you can see the reviews. 135 reviews. Talks about the rating of the book, people's reviews, is it good review, bad review. It just talks about all of them, the reviews each of the book has. Then the sales rank, I explained in the last video. Sales rank, also called BSR, talks about how Amazon ranks books on a particular niche, on a particular keyword. When you search for books on health, Amazon cannot show you all the books at once. Rather, they rank the books from one to the last. Each book takes a position: number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, and so on. So when you hear a sales rank, for instance, the sales rank here 259450, we're talking about the BSR, and that's the bestseller rank for. When you check the whole books in the Kindle store or in books, we are in books, not Kindle store. In books, when you go to books on Amazon KDP, on Amazon, sorry, when you go to books on Amazon and you search, this book is going to be the number 259,450. That's what this thing is. When you go to all the books on KDP, how they are ranked now at the moment, this book takes the 259,450th position. That's how you read the sales rank. And I've said, the higher the sales rank, the lesser the sale. That's it. When you see a book ranked number 1, like number 1 in the whole of books, that book is selling very, very well. That book is selling very, very well. When you see a book ranked number 1 million, 2 million, it has no sales. It's, in fact, maybe it doesn't have sales at all. So the higher the BSR, the higher the sales rank, the lesser the sale. The lesser the BSR, that's the lesser the sales rank, the higher the sale. Now, if you want to create a book, when you're trying to model books, let's say you have a keyword you are trying to work on, and you want to see books that are in that category. Like for instance, let's say you search travel guide to Mexico, and you are seeing all the books there, and you see a book that is good. Like I just say so, I know that if you see books that are selling, if the keyword is right for, if everything goes well, now you have to model after books that are doing well in that keyword, because not all the books are doing well. For instance, if this travel guide to Mexico was a good keyword, we will now go to look at the books doing well in that particular keyword and now try to model them. Look at what they do, how is their cover like, what their book titles like. If we can look inside the book to see some things, we are going to do all of that to get enough data in creating our own books. Also, we're going to read the reviews of customers. What are the good reviews? What are the bad reviews? And we use all this information to create our own book. So after I've done all of that, then you have keywords. Here you can search other keywords without going back, having to come back to this place to search. But prefer coming back here to search. So here's keywords. Now if you have to export the data on this first page, click on export, and we're going to export the data to the first page. You're going to export the data to your system as an Excel file. That's the data on this first page. If you add more, like full result 2140, it's going to export the 40 data. That's 40 books, the data of all these 40 books. Now here we have the average sales rank. That's all the books you are analyzing. Those 20 books I'm analyzing here, their average sales rank. That's why it's very, very poor. It's very, very poor because 1,477,662. That's the average sales rank for these 20 books alone. It's not good at all. The average monthly revenue. Now when you average monthly, it's different from total monthly. Now total monthly is just like saying the 20 books here, how much do all of them make on an estimation? They just go ahead to add all these estimated monthly revenue, 80, 40, they add all of them and they arrive at total monthly revenue. While the average monthly revenue, I think if I know what average is, they add all the that's the total monthly revenue divided by the number of books. Total monthly revenue divided by the number of books. I believe that's what average monthly revenue will be. Now average price, that's like adding all your price and divided by the number of books there, so you have 14.24. Now this average price helps in the sense that when you're trying to create your own book, when you search a keyword, now you know the average price in that niche, you try your best to peg your price at the average. If you make profit, you can go above. If you want to make profits with your book, because sometimes when you upload your book on KDP and just publish, I'm going to use the minimum price you can list for that book, depending on whether you select color, the page numbers, and so on. So if you will make profits with the average price, you can go high. But if you won't make profit, I advise you go a little bit high than the average price. Compare with other books there. You can see some books here, their prices are more than the average. This 19.99, this 31, this 24, and they are more than the average price. So you can also go ahead of the average price. But make sure you compare it with people in that niche. What are they listing their book as, so that you don't list your book out of the zone completely. So you don't list your book out of the zone completely. And this is the results page. Next, I have the analysis. When I click on analysis up here, click on analysis, I'm going to see data like this: the price, down the pages. So when we talk about the pages, that's the length. When you come to the results page, that's called length. Can you see the result page is called length? Analysis here. Come to pages. Pages, there's the page count. Now when you see red, it shows that modeling that book could be hard for you. Now this tool is talking to you as a publisher. Modeling this book, people guys must go. It has 768 pages. It's high, like it's very, very high. Because how do you start creating a book of 700 pages? It's very, very high. Like it requires a high load of work. You can see that this one is showing 49, it's showing green. Now you can easily beat this book. You can create your own books to be 70 pages, 60 pages, and you will beat this book when it comes to page count. Now that's how you read the page data. Then we have the KWT. Now this is keyword in title. Keyword in title. What does this mean? The keyword is search travel guide to Mexico. Is it in the title of these books? When you see no, that means it's not in the title. Let's see this one that said yes. Mexico travel guide. You can see it. Let's see this one that said yes. Mexico travel guide 2023. So you can see keyword in title. Is the keyword in the title of these books or not? That's how you read the KWT. Now KW, the keyword in description. Keyword in description. Also be keyword in subtitle. That's what can also call it keyword in description, keyword in subtitles. The keyword travel guide to Mexico, this book subtitle. That's how you read this part. Now we have rating. The rating of the book. How do people rate that book on Amazon? You can see that the book is rated 5.0. That means it has given a perfect score over time. Perfect score 5.0. That's why I'm showing you red. That books like this are very, very hard to dominate because people that have read the book or have used the book like the book and are giving it their vote of confidence. When you see green, you can see this 1.0. That's the rating 1.0. Now, when somebody has 1.0 as a rating, it's a poor rating actually. Understand that. It's a poor rating. Now it's showing green here because it's telling you that you can beat this book. The book has a poor rating, so you can easily outrank the book. That's why it's showing green for you. But for the user, for the owner of that book, 1.0 is a very poor rating. You can rate 1 to 5, and somebody's giving you 1 star. That shows that your book was not up to standard, or he has a complaint about your book. So when you see all those complaints, it helps you know what to avoid. You can go and explore more about the book and look at the review, read the review yourself and say, oh, this one the customer complaining about. And when you're correcting yours, either avoid what the customer doesn't like or put what the customer wants but it doesn't find other books. That's how you use the rating. Now the reviews talked about that number of reviews for a book. The lower the number of reviews, the higher the chance for you to beat the book. Like you can see this first ones, the reviews 135, 150, they're showing red. So that a lot of people have read this book, they have reviewed the book. So this is for the owner of the book. Why for you as you want analyzing the data, red shows that there's a lot of review. But when you see these ones that have lesser reviews, you can easily outrank them. Because people sometimes buy books, buy things based on the reviews of other people. The more people review an item, the more the item gets sales. Go and check it out. Books that have most reviews, they have a lot of sales. That's the truth. So when you see books that have a lot of reviews, know that they are making sales to an extent. Now then we have the sales rank. Now the sales rank, explaining what that is, BSR and so on. So that's how you get data from the analysis page. Now we have the word cloud. The word cloud. This is a very, very important part I use a lot in KD Spy. A very, very important part. Now what's the word cloud? It is a data set that picks the words that are common in the books listed in your results. That's the book listed in this result. This word cloud picks the words that are in all of these books, either their title, subtitle, description, and it creates the kind of data for you to pick out the best words you can follow. For instance, if I create a travel guide for Mexico, you can see the best one. Number 1 here being guide, you can see it. Number 2 Mexico, number 3 travel, number 4 city, number 5 best. That is books in this categories, they make use of this word. You can see other ones inside. Then you can see other words inside. Perfect, attractions, blah blah blah. But when we talk about it, beside each of these words, you see a number. Close to guide, you can see 36. 36. Close to guide. It's not highlighting. Yeah, 36. Close to guide. Close to Mexico, 25. Close to travel, 22. These are the words that are frequently used in most of the books here. So when you're creating a book in a niche, you try your best to make these words get infused in your book. The title can be sometimes what I do is I come here, I look at the words, and then I use them to create my title. I find a way to arrange them to create my title. I can say travel guide to Mexico City. Travel guide. You can say travel guide to Mexico City. That's the title. Then subtitle, the best travel guide to take you to cool places, take you around Mexico, stuff like that. And I've infused all of this first words in my book title and subtitle to help me rank for them when they are being called upon. So that's how easy work out. It's very, very good. Then we have the book tracking. Now this book tracking is a part of KD Spy that can allow you to track a book. You can see I've been tracking this book, DK Eyewitness Great Britain Travel Guide. Nice travel guide to UK. Travel guide to UK. Now I've been tracking this book for 9 days in USA. So that you can track a book. Then the average BSR. These are, I know every data about the book. Estimated daily revenue $1.46, review results, and so this helps me to, I can put a book and say, I'm monitoring this book. If the owner of the book changes price, I will change my price. If the owner of the book increase price, I will increase my price. Like I'm following this book to read the data of this book. If this book is profiting, I should also profit from the book based on the data I'm seeing. So you can use to track as many books. So how do you track a book? Let's come back to results. Let me say this book now, for instance. You can just click on that T, take it to Google. Yeah, so now you can track. When you click on that T, you can now track the book. You can see. So this is the book. After clicking on T for the results, click on T here. Then click on T. It takes you to the page where all the data of the books are shown to you. I cannot choose to track that book. Cannot choose to track that book. That's what you see here. So this is the cover of the book, everything. Then just click here to track, and it's going to add it to your tracking list. You're going to add it to your tracking list, so you cannot track the results of the book. You cannot track the results of the book over time. So that's how you use the book tracking. You can say, come back here. I'm not tracking 2 books. I started tracking this one today, so that's why I show you one. Why for this in 9 days? So I can click on view to see the results it has tracked so far. So this is the cover, this is the everything. So we just have to wait for it to do all the data, the map. You can see it's going to show you how it has been ranking over time. This one, the 3rd of April, 4th of April, 5th of April, and so on. When you check, when you come close to it, you see that the sales rank either increasing or decreasing. So when you see like this, is showing 650,000, that's 639,830. The sales rank increased. That means the sales of this book dropped. This book was outranked in the KDP market. But on the 6th of April, we can see the sales rank reaching 319,765. That means this book increased in ranking. It outranked many other books to come up. So that's how you read the data and you see how the book is doing over time, and it can help you model well to know if people are searching this keyword. And you can look for the past, let me say 1 week or so, people have been getting interest in this keyword. From here, it was now dropping, then it increased and it started maintaining this tempo, and then it finally came down. It's coming down. So you can just wait a few days to see if this graph will finally die down to show that this keyword is no longer getting relevant, or if it's rising. For instance, if I publish my book in this period, let's say between here, Monday 3rd, and here, Tuesday, if I publish my book within this period, I might be able to catch up with the track, catch up with the profits, catch up with the rise in rank with this book if I'm tracking this book. So you can use this book to track your competitors, to know how their books are doing, and also know how you can use their book to create your own book. Come back to the results. Now we have the S. When you click on this S, what it means is going to search the book on Google. Let me click on it. So you can see it searched the book on Google. Right, it's just search the book. I can see other resources. You can see it on Goodreads. You can see it on different books platforms. See it on Amazon, Hatchet Book Group, wherever the book has been published before. You can also see it everywhere on Goodreads and get to know more things about the book. You can look at reviews on Goodreads about the book and get data to create your own book. So back to okay, I think it's automatically removed the page. You have to just go back to clicking the extension. So that's how you will get data from the KD Spy. I hope I have been able to explain each of those data types. Now let's do a practical search for a good keyword. Now let me I like the travel guides a lot. Let me just search travel guide, for instance. Travel guide to Amsterdam. Sorry, my network. Let me check it. Okay, it's back. The travel guide to Amsterdam. So I've searched the keyword. Now let's click on the KD Spy extension. Wait for it to load. Wait for it to load. Wait for it to load. Almost coming to the end of this video. I just want to show you a practical way to like use the tool to get keyword. So let's wait for it to load. Yep. So I started pulling out the books, the first few books, the first 20 books in this category. The first 20 books in this category. First 20 books in this category. And it's giving me all the data, their book length, that's their pages, their price, estimated monthly sales, revenue, number of reviews, and sales rank. Number of reviews and sales. So it's done. It's done. Now you just have to look here. I see the total monthly revenue is $3,442. That's considerable, but you have to look here. Keyword is not very popular. Potential, it's not having a good potential. Competition is good. You can easily climb here. You can easily get to the first page. For this, you can easily get to the first page. That's what this is telling you. I can easily get to the first page. When you look at better things, popularity is not popular. Now you need to understand something. When you have a popularity of a keyword, it's not talking about if the keyword is good or bad. It just means that at that moment people are not actively searching it, or the way you type it is not how people search that keyword. That's how you understand popularity. It's not about talking about popularity all the time. Because at that moment people are not searching for books like this on this page. So let's try to search like a buyer. Let me remove this. You can see Amsterdam travel guide. Amsterdam travel guide. Let's search that and see. So sometimes that's how you know. Because some people will not come and search how your title is. People don't come and search whether it's creating a book about love and you are titling your book Love Dosage. But your book is talking about how to attract a lady. Now, some people will not come and search Love Dosage on Amazon. It's very, very hard. Except if the person is looking for your book, or people recommended your book to him. Most people come search for based on their problems. Somebody come and search how to get my boyfriend back, how to attract ladies. That's what people come and search. So that's how all of these keywords work on Amazon, based on what people are searching, not what you feel they are searching. So I started my first video on this series. First video I did for this series, I talked about creating your book based on data and not emotions. Creating your book based on data and not emotions. So not create a book because you feel you should create that book. Create a book because the data say create this book. Now we have searched Amsterdam travel guide, which is still something as travel guide to Amsterdam, but how the keyword is structured affects the results you get. You can see for this is even poorer than the first. This is poorer. Popularity 0, potential that's red, that's bad. Competition is modest. I think that former keyword is even better than this keyword according to KD Spy. You can search this keyword on a different tool and you get different results. Let's try that. Let me open Publisher Rocket and let's try that. Go into Publisher Rocket and search for Amsterdam travel guide. So you can see that for these tools have their different results based on what they are assigned to track. Those also they are created in different ways. So let's search for Amsterdam travel guide on Publisher Rocket and see. Amsterdam travel guide. So for KD Spy, I think it's searching them in books in Kindle. If I'm not mistaken, search them in Kindle. They didn't search them in books, only Kindle. So let's come to Publisher Rocket and change it to only Kindle and then click on Go Get Them Rocket. So let's have something ready to say about this keyword. This is what I normally do. If you have the chance to get the two tools, they are not bad. You can get the two of them and then use them to create your books. Do research, get ideas from two of them to create your book. So you can see the keyword, the Amsterdam travel guide. Amsterdam travel guide. So let's see what it says. Now you can see competitive score 1, showing you that it's a very, very low competitive what's it called, niche. And what the KD Spy say? What the KD Spy say? KD Spy said the competition is, you can see what's in there, is healthy to an extent. So they are both right when it comes to this. They are somehow on the same page. Now Estimated search is 641. Reasonable number. Average monthly earnings, consider the monthly earnings poor, 186. So this shows that both KD Spy and Publisher Rocket agree that this keyword, it can be net competitive, but it's not that profitable. So let's search for that keyword on Publisher Rocket and let's compare it with KD Spy. Let me just search Amsterdam. And I search Amsterdam in books. So these are different keywords. So let me just click on each of them. So this is Amsterdam in books. This was in Kindle. And also remember that the niche, the format type of your book is affecting what you are trying to make. What do I mean? Travel guides don't sell in Kindle format very well. So when you search your travel guides in Kindle, you're going to have poor results. That's just the fact. Search your travel guide in books. That way you get better results for some keywords. Some keywords that will show poor in travel guide in Kindle can work very well when it comes to books, because travel guides are mostly sold in book format. So you can see when it comes to Amsterdam, you can see that Amsterdam travel guide we just searched here. For the Kindle, look at the book version. The book version. You can see the book version has high competition. The same number of searches, I'm not mistaken, 641, the same number of searches, but it has high competition. It makes a lot of money. That the paperback and hardcover make a lot of money than the Kindle versions. So you need to understand this too. So when it comes to KD Spy, can also repeat this on KD Spy. How do you change the the format of your book? Now you have to change it here, I think. So click on Kindle Store here, close to the search bar. Kindle Store, change it to books. Look for books. Books. Okay, books. So let's search the keyword again. Amsterdam travel guide. Yep. Let's search keyword again and let's see our new set of data. So our advice, if you're into travel guides, search your travel guides in books, because most travel guides don't even give Kindle format. People buy travel guides in book format most of the time. So knowing the format that sells well in the niche you are trying to work on is very, very important. If you are creating the wrong format, you'll be surprised to create a lot of book and you don't make a lot of sales. So let's someone at KD Spy 2, I'll wait for it to bring results. So that's how you use KD Spy and Publisher Rocket hand in hand. You can create a keyword here, take it to KD Spy, check on KD Spy. When 2 or 3 agree on a thing, it's certainly true. That's what I believe. So if you have the leverage to get most of these tools together, get them. It helps your research. It helps your research a lot. If you don't have them, no problem. You can use one and work with the data you get from that one. But if you have the ability, the means, get the both of them and conduct your research. I think it's my network that was affecting me at that point. So when we come back, the same keyword we searched for Kindle, now searching it in books, can see the popularity is increased, potential is increased, but competition is fierce. And I think that's the same data we got on Publisher Rocket for this keyword in books. Competition 85, red, very competitive. But you can see that the format you are searching your book also affect the results you will get. When I switch to Kindle, I think the data is going to change. Monthly revenue has changed, everything is still the same. So that's how you use both tools to complement yourself. That's what I normally do. But if you don't have, I believe one can help you. KD Spy can work on its own. Publisher Rockets can work on its own. People have given reviews a lot about both of them separately, so I can't say use this or use that. But if you have the means, you can get both of them and use them through Publisher. So finally, on this KD Spy video, I'm going to show you how you can get keywords on KD Spy, like Publisher Rockets. Publisher Rockets. When you search a keyword, for instance, what we did here, we searched Amsterdam and it brought other words that can be close to Amsterdam that people used to search. You can do that so on KD Spy. Just come to the keyword section at the bottom and click on that. Then you search your keyword. Choose the format. Is it in Kindle? Is it in books? Audio books. So I want to do it in books. Now let me search Amsterdam travel guide. Let me just search Amsterdam. And remember I said make your keywords broad from the start. Don't search Amsterdam travel guide. Sometimes I can just show you one result. Make it broad and to show you everything close to Amsterdam travel guide to Amsterdam, travel book to Amsterdam travel books. All those kind of things will be attached and you can now pick based on the best result. So search this keyword and just wait for the results to load. Okay, say oops, your keyword didn't 0 results. Can imagine. So let me, okay, I think Twitter is messing with my head. So it's it brought me 6 keywords Amsterdam for books. When I come to Publisher Rocket and I check, I think I can find the same thing. You can see Amsterdam stuff, Amsterdam guidebook, guide. When I come and I check, I see the same thing. Amsterdam stuff, Amsterdam guidebook, travel guide. So you can see the same thing that we got to Publisher Rocket that we're getting here. And when it comes to the keyword, you can see the competitors, number of competitors. For Amsterdam travel guide, when I click up here, you can see that the competitor is showing 2,000 results. 2,000 results. When you come to the KD Spy extension and search for keyword and search Amsterdam travel guide, I mean Amsterdam travel guide. Amsterdam alone. Wait for it to load. It's okay. Now you can see Amsterdam travel guide. Shows you the release in Kindle, come back to books. Shows you the competition. You can see Amsterdam travel guide here. This number 4, which is the keyword we have here. 2,000 competitors. 2,000. So the 2,000, all the numbers see under competitors shows you the number of books ranked for this keyword, Amsterdam travel guide. So for this keyword Amsterdam, when you search for Amsterdam, it shows you the broader keywords, other keywords that are close: Amsterdam guide, Amsterdam stuff, Amsterdam guidebook, and so on. You can see the Amsterdam travel guide shows you the competitors. Now you see high competition, it's a no-go area for me. So you can see that this second and third, Amsterdam stuff and Amsterdam guidebook, they have good competition. 340, 121. 340, 121. Average monthly revenue. You can click on this get and it takes you to where you see the average monthly revenue for this keyword. Now you see the competition, red, by competition, green. You can also check the full analysis, the full results analysis. So let me come from this good keyword, Amsterdam guidebook 2023. No, Amsterdam stuff, I'll go with this. I see 121 competitors. So analyze, and then it shows you the full data of that keyword. So in this one book is even shows. Okay, I was shocked. It's still coming up. So it will bring out the first 20 books in this keyword. That's when you search Amsterdam stuff. The first 20 books you are likely going to see are these books, and it's going to give you data based on what it has read from these 20 books. You can see, I think we have a good keyword there, Amsterdam stuff. So it's incrementing just 3, 17, okay, 20. So let's wait for everything to load. When you look at the average monthly revenue, $1,009. That's average total monthly revenue for these 20 books, 20,191. But you have to understand that it doesn't mean that all the books are selling to get this amount. It can just be 5 books that are making heavy money from this. So your own work, it's not to come and make the 20,000 together with them. You just come and get your own share. Create a good book, rank in the market higher enough, get your book sold, and fetch your own part of the total monthly revenue in the first 20 books. And popularity, considerably popular, competition, you can easily compete here. Like I said, you can easily compete there. You can look at other things like I've explained before, the price and every other thing that exists there. So I talk about reviews. I won't forget that. Talked about reviews, how to use reviews to also know your books. When you look at the reviews of books and you see books with high reviews, Amsterdam, a novel, and this is a fictional book, I believe. It's supposed to be a fictional book, a novel. It might not be a novel, it might not be a fictional book anyways, but you can see the reviews are high. People have read the book a lot, reviews are low, and so on. So let me just go through any of the book. Let me see. These are all, when you see sponsored, please try your best not to include books that are sponsored in your research. This is sponsored because these are where front ads, they pay Amazon money to have their book ranked there. And when you are doing research based on that, you might easily get misplaced because the books they are not based on whether they are quality books or not. They are running ads, and if their ads are targeting well, and if they are making good sales, they will rank higher. So I advise you to make your research organically. Like you see this book here, Experience Amsterdam, no sponsored. It's just there as the number, let's say 1 also. So this is how I do my research. I don't work with what I see sponsored. You can see when you look at the sponsor there. Something like Amsterdam, Here you are seeing United States plus Canada. That's the title of this book, Canada. You are seeing Paris. So it's not related to what you are even searching in the first place. Because these people without art and they target these keywords. Now when people search this keyword, please show my book to them. That's what their book are appearing here. So let's start with the Steve's Amsterdam. So when you click on that, I think it's the number 1 in this Amsterdam travel guide. Number 1 there. Then you can see bestseller number 1 in Amsterdam travel guide. So this is number 1 book. When was it published? April 4th, 2023. My God, today's date is 11th of April. 11th of April. This book is just a week old. Very, very good to model. Very, very good model. Model this kind of books and you can easily get part of the traction. So you can see number 1 in bestseller rank. You can look at other things. The print length 512, date published, and so on. Now when you come down and go to the reviews, scroll down. Now these are the reviews. My God, the book is too perfect. You can see out of all the 3, he has 3 reviews actually, just 3 reviews. Each of them gave you 5 star. That's why I say 5 star, 100%. There is no 1 star. There is no 1 star. All are 5 stars. All are 5 stars. So you cannot get the bad. We can also read the good reviews to get ideas on what you should keep in your book. So let's read this. The Netherlands are one of the smaller countries in Europe, yet it offers much to see and experience to the enterprise traveler. Much of the country was famously reclaimed from North Sea. The canals can be explored in Amsterdam and other cities, which have retained much of their medieval roots. The Dutch art museums are world class. Its culture, for better or worse, is as liberal as anywhere in Europe. Rich Things has the details just release guide. Now what does this mean? This user talks about what he learned about Amsterdam and says this author has included this in his travel guide. So if I was to create a book on Netherlands or Amsterdam, I'm going to take note of this. The Dutch art museums, take note of the canals. The canals can be explored, and make sure I create this in my own book too, because it's going to help you. It's going to help. You can see its culture. Make sure the travel guide has a way of talking about the culture of the Netherlands people, of the Amsterdam people. It's going to help you. As with other Rick Steve guide, it's pleased to read the whole book before making travel choices. There is so much good advice on where to go. Take notes. So when you do a travel guide, include where to go, how to get there, include how to get there, what to see, include tourist attractions, where to eat and sleep, accommodation and dining, food spots, include them. The book includes a lot of color you see, and black and white photographs. So you can create color. That's why I tell people to ask me, so can I get a travel guide without having colored pictures? It's possible. So that most buyers don't like it, but you can sell a travel guide and make a lot of money with black and white photographs. Because when you're going for color printing on Amazon, it's very expensive. Very, very expensive. Amazon charges you when you are requesting for color printing. Black and white is cheaper. But if you calculate your profits to be on the winning side, you can give your customers color books so that they can get more of your book and like your book. Like I say, along with map of cities, diagrams of museums, and pull-out map at the back of the book. A very well recommended enterprising traveler. So this user has just told us what he likes about this book. And if I were you creating a book, always go to reviews, check the best reviews, check the worst reviews. From the best reviews, learn things you should add to your book. From the worst reviews, learn things you should avoid in your book. With that, I come to the end of this video. I'm sorry I couldn't show the way to use KD Spy on your phone in this video. The reason being that the display on the mobile device is different from the display on the PC screen, and it won't fit well. So I'll just separate video for just your mobile device, how to use KD Spy on your mobile device with how it will appear on your phone. And with that, I come to the end of this video. Please, if you are new here, subscribe to my channel, and to my old users and my new members, I'll say thank you for always being here for me to give out valuable content for. If you are not here, I don't know what I'm doing videos for. Help me like this video and you can share as many people that are into the KDP publishing sector and want to know more about tools they can use in their KDP business. Thank you very much.